Alright, so another pick a card. Today is 12/12, so if you're seeing this on 12/12, it's definitely for you, but also as usual, if you're seeing it at a later date and time, they are timeless messages. So for group 1, we have the sweet little elephant. For group 2, the pink unicorn, the white elephant, pink unicorn. Group 2, we're just seeing what messages want to come out for the initial collective for 12/12, okay? Treasures hidden in the shadows. If you follow my TikTok, I just posted a TikTok that had this card in there. You might want to go view that. And if you don't do TikTok, you totally should. My information is below, by the way. So I'm pulling cards on camera. And then, of course, as usual, if you don't want to wait, you can fast forward or just skip to the timestamp that will be listed below this video. But right now, this is more of a spiritual thing. There might be some personal 3D messages to come out, but I feel like this is more talking about ascension and your abilities as well. And also, I have the air signs, the fire signs, and the earth signs 2023 future casts out. If you want to go into the playlist tabs and check those out previously, make sure you guys are checking out your sun, your moon, and your rising sign so you can get a bigger picture on all of it, okay? Those wanted to come out, so... Oh, okay. That one's for that one. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. Some of you guys are just now starting to notice the signs and get really curious about the universe and how the law of attraction works or manifestation. Also, maybe you're getting curious about extraterrestrials or paranormal. There's some sort of initiation that's going to be going on for you guys, though. Within your abilities. You might find that you can communicate with Source really easily and that you've been doing it all along. We've been doing it since we were little. We just don't realize. When we feel like, oh, I'm conversating with myself in my head, I'm arguing with myself. No, it's like your ego and your higher self arguing with the selves. So your higher self is separate. It's within you, but it's also separate from you, if that makes sense. Feeling really drawn to get these cards too. So these are manifestations or abilities that you're working on bringing in. All things moony. Just being drawn to get my moon decks here. We're just getting one card from each though. And I guess a unicorn message. Nope, this is fairy messages. Why did I say unicorns? Ah, there's a unicorn here. Okay. What else? Oh, this moon deck. I feel like there could be 3 cards for each group out of this. Any more cards for group 1? 2 more cards for group 1. I like to get a good storyline. Sometimes these messages are really general, so some of it might resonate, some of it might not. And then sometimes they're really specific, and I can sometimes tell that they're for specific people, a specific person. I don't know who, I just can tell it's one for one individual, especially if they keep going. More playful energy coming in for you guys. You might be seeing 444 a lot, or you're in process of seeing 444. If you're not seeing 444, you're probably going to start seeing 444. Breathing, going with the flow. Letting the cards fall as they may, not struggling, not trying to force an outcome, having fun, playing. When you get your mind off other things, it's when you're going to start noticing the messages and stuff that the universe is sending you. I'll be right back with group 1. Alright, for group 1, you chose the sweet little sparkly white elephant. You might have gotten the message, I feel like in one of my previous reads, I don't remember if it was zodiac or pick a card or a general collective message, but something about addressing the elephant in the room. So this could very much be you finally addressing the elephant in the room, and I don't feel like it's with you. Well, some of it might be you with other people addressing the elephant in the room, like you can't stand it, you have to say something. But also I feel like it's you addressing the elephant in the room with yourself, like no more skirting around something, that has come out quite a bit lately here too. Just that general message of not denying or pushing anything down anymore or ignoring certain signs. Alright, I've got a specific way we're going to do this. We're actually going to get these cards out first. Also, some things that were being invisible. Talking about addressing the elephant in the room. Look how white and sparkly that pool is she's looking into. It really matches the little elephant here. But anyways, goodness, I don't know where to put this little guy. He's so cute though. It's my daughter's Christmas ornament she picked out. Number 7, but maybe some things that you're realizing may have seemingly been invisible to you before, but they were always there, coming to light, okay? Some situations that is only visible to you and is very invisible to others. Some things that you see that other people don't. Could be aspects around yourself as well that you're letting go of. Because there's huge transformation. We're going back, this 2022 year was big transformative year for you, physically, mentally, psychologically, or geography-wise. 2023 is going to continue the transformation, but it's just going to keep getting better as it goes. Keep the hope. Don't lose it. We've got 22 and 7, and then we've got number 27. So you might want to look up the meanings behind 27, 27, 22, 222, 727, 272, etc. Okay, there's a place called, I think it's called Angel Scribe Numbers, that will really show you exactly what each number means. Like, for example, it'll show you what 727 means, but then it'll also later break it down for you further on in the article, what the number 2 means and what the number 7 means, and then what it means to have 2 7s and 1 2. Does that make sense? Okay. Look, experiencing life as it comes. There's a lot of blue here too. That's throat chakra. Diving into a task, letting go and diving into a task. Previously, you're coming out of this. This is your previous endeavors right here. Past, present, future, okay? If you want to look these numbers up in numerology as well, the number 36, 3 plus 6 breaks down to 9. The number 14, 1 plus 4 breaks down to 5. 27 is the number 9, etc., okay? We've got this boat in the water in this diver here too, and then there's water here and there's a pool of water here. So definitely going deep inside the emotional aspect of things, or why things affect you the way they do. There's some things that you're going to be realizing. Also, she's holding the world, so I feel like a lot of it isn't yours. A lot of it, and you could have gotten this message before, that you are a mirror to other people. We're all mirrors to each other, right? So usually it's, if somebody's seeing negative traits within you and they decide they don't like you, it's because it's the negative trait within themselves that they don't like, but they're going to point fingers at you and make you feel like it's your fault. You know, like, she thinks she's better than everyone. This has been a previous message too. So on and so forth. But also seeing the good in others too. Like you see somebody and you meet them and you're like, they're so warm and welcoming and sweet and kind and caring and beautiful, and they just seem really down to earth. Like, you are seeing aspects of yourself. That person is reflecting those good qualities back at you as well. You're seeing yourself in them. We're just so used to putting our basis on those outside influences. When you find yourself lost, this feeling of lost though, there's this sense of there's something, when you're in that category, something that you need to let go. Diving into a task, so diving into a different task, getting your mind off things, doing some research, finding a hobby, something creative, a creative endeavor. Could be wanting to travel to the ocean, or very called to jellyfish as well. There's jellyfish on here. Octopus come to mind also. But you might start seeing sailboats, or the Viking ship is coming to mind as well. If you're not seeing them yet, you probably will be. You're attracting significant healing within yourself though. Look, initiation. I think I mentioned initiation at the beginning. And then we've got energy, cone of power. Wow. So you've been put through something, group one, or you're going through something right now, and it's an initiation. You're healing the energy around you and within you. You're healing the feminine, divine femininity. I can't say that word. You're healing the divine femininity within you. If I'm saying that right, Spirit Lord. Cups, pentacles, feathers, candles. And then we have this too. So there's something coming into full alignment for you, group one. May look up the spiritual meaning behind a white elephant as well. Actually, I'm going to do that now. I'll be right back. Alright, so the white elephant is a symbol of gentleness, majesty, protection, and purity, as well as being considered a symbol of success and a calm mind. Oh man. Okay. The historic symbolism of the white elephant is related to fertility. Oh my gosh, and look, that depicts a bunch of fertility, right? It's crazy how these tie in with the meaning behind the elephant. And many cultures perform rituals around these gentle giants. Some sort of initiation, yeah, some sort of energetic work. Connecting with your ancestors as well, group one. Ooh, and if this isn't you yet, this is going to be you. If it's not resonating though, you need to jump out and check the other group, or check out my previous zodiacs and pick a cards as well, okay? But symbol of success and a calm mind, harnessing the cone of power, right? Dang, dang, dang. I love it. We have Sword of Light, Divine Protection, Cords Cut, Breakthrough Energy. This could be a truth that was invisible to you for a little while. Harnessing energy, though. 2 cards talking about energy here. And this symbolism kind of reminds me of the sword right here, okay? I feel like there's a lot of synchronicities here for some people. Look, also, of course, here I go with the chakras, right? Alignment, complete and total alignment with the ethers and with the earth plane as well. As above, so below. Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, the end of a cycle. And of course, you could be coming off of your menstrual cycle as well here. Some of you guys, I feel like your cycles, you might start noticing that your cycles sync up with the moon phases. Coincidence? Hell to the motherfucking no, it's no fucking coincidence. Let me just tell you that right now. It is not coincidence. What's this card right here? Honoring your energy. This is it. This is you in an initiation and honoring your beauty and your feminine qualities and your feminine energy. You are receiving the cone of power from your ancestors and angelic beings. I clearly heard angelic beings and guides as well, okay? Some of you guys might be, like I mentioned earlier, really drawn to extraterrestrial or other realms, dragons, deities, gods, goddesses, alike. Ooh, you guys. I'm loving this for you, though. You have no idea the amount of power you have within you right now, do you? And look at this little thing growing towards the sun, growing, planted a seed. Some sort of seed that you planted a long time ago is growing within you. It's something within yourself that you're going to start noticing and seeing. And it's like you're coming out of this. This is kind of a grim, gloomy coloring right here. She looks, timid, shy, maybe a little fearful, very much a wallflower, but there's this blooming, this significance. You've walked a path of dark for a long, long time, and there's this blooming within you that's igniting all of this color within you and around you. You're going to start noticing how pretty and vivid the colors are. Food is going to taste better to you. You're going to start craving fruits, and it's kind of like ecstasy. Like I've never done it before, and I'm not condoning its use right now, don't get me wrong, but if you know, like previous instances where you do whatever it's called, ecstasy or Molly, and it like heightens your senses and everything, like you could just sit there and pet a furry blanket for hours because it feels so nice and soft. Or fruit will taste really, that's what like your senses are going to be really open and really wide. So the need to be grounding yourself on a daily is because if you don't, you're just gonna, like, your mental aspect could really get frazzled. Because when we put ourselves through the stress and we let ourselves get stressed about things, not to mention we're feeling the stress of everyone else around us, it gets really heightened, right? And then we get to a point where we want to throw our hands up and quit, or we get irritated with the job and we want to walk out. It's because we hold in our communication, and we don't let people know what it is that we need or what it is that we don't need. Talk less and feel more. So, of course, I feel like this is a message from someone, you've probably gotten this a few times, about sitting with yourself, not busying yourself, not trying to keep from healing what you know you need to heal at this time. Pay attention to the last quarter moon as well. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning or aspects around that, or how you can work. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum for you to be letting go. The energy is gaining, look, 3 different cards talking about energy, and I'm really big on energy centers here, so sacral chakra cleansing here as well. But the energy is gaining momentum for you to keep ascending. You are going into this, and like I said, 2023 is going to be a year of great transformation for you as well. But look how these levels are here. And it's like you're ascending higher and higher. You're going from 3D to 4D to 5D. And then by 2025, you might be expanding into 7D and 8D. There's going to be a situation that arises that has you create really good boundaries. Also, energetically speaking. So we've got her in this protective bubble, and with the world over here, lost in space, needing direction, because there's going to be a lot of souls around you that are going to be needing direction and help, and you're going to be able to my TikTok video had a card that said teachability in it, so I feel like you've been the student and then you're going to turn around and you're going to be the teacher. You're going to be able to help those who are going to be divinely guided towards you, and we have divine protection here, and then we've got the bubble. So setting good boundaries energetically. I'm, setting the intention, I'm not picking up anybody else's lower vibe, thoughts, feelings, or emotions today. I am protected by those, calling in our spirit teams to protect, for protection, whatever it is you feel drawn to do. There is no wrong way of doing any energetic work, or rituals, or spells, or incantations. It's whatever you feel in your soul. If you go to Google, it's whatever you feel resonates with you, whatever you find, okay? Yeah, this is a journey. You are just now beginning this journey, this ascension healing journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pick up your passport now. Some of you might be waiting literally on your passport to come in. Rabbits, significant here. Mushrooms as well. And rainbows. But also, I distinctly heard something about a weekend trip. So, an impromptu trip that's coming in for you. Oh, look! I was just talking about seeds. Seeds well planted. Efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience. A time for resting and planning for the future. Unnecessary worry. Unnecessary worry. That's where talk less, feel more comes in, right? Unnecessary worry about things. Unnecessary diving deep into, the worst case scenarios or control of the outcome, okay? We've got the attraction card here, and I'm feeling really drawn. Where's that one deck? Here it is. What is it on the attraction? What are they attracting to this? Oof. You are attracting money. Some of you are attracting a new home as well. You're attracting money. But there's this need to release, like this is the seed you planted, a financial gain or financial windfall, financial prosperity, but still doing some work here. And you could actually be winning a door prize or get a gift from a store. Maybe you go in and it's buy one get one free on crystals or whatever it is. There's something, little positive things that are going to start happening to you and for you. Also, I just saw the child card. So with this feminine attraction card here, be careful if you are not wanting to become a mother or get pregnant at this time, or in the year 2023, if that's something you're not ready for. Please take like double precautions, because you guys could be some fertile myrtles in 2023, okay? Oh goodness, let's see what this card is. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, right? The intuitive part of us is that feminine part of us. So you're definitely tapping into the more spiritual side of things also. Archangel Michael would like to come through for you guys. Really solid. Roses. You might be dreaming about certain flowers. You might be seeing certain shapes. You could be dreaming about gardens as well, or actually wanting to look into gardening, growing your own herbs, or having a flower garden this time coming around in spring. Diving into a task, so definitely. And make sure you're watering your garden, taking care of yourself. The need for rest, the need to let go, and just stay focused on yourself sometimes. Never judge another. Setting boundaries. Don't judge yourself and having to set these boundaries, but don't judge others whenever you have to set boundaries with them as well. They would like for you to trust the divine plan, okay? You could be really indecisive about what's supposed to be going down right now, but it's happening how it's supposed to be happening. And whenever you find yourself unable to move forward, or you feel a little stuck and you need direction, you can reach out to your higher self. You might get an answer pretty quickly, but I feel like something, picking up a book, or just not a busy task, but a beneficial hobby. Something, you know, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and rearrange. It's like the sense of, okay, I'm having a hard time speaking right now. Or gathering my thoughts to form words here. This might be you guys, group one. This 12-12 portal energy is super, super potent. Where were we going with that, Spirit? Focusing on where you can put love into the situation. Do you need to put it towards yourself? Do you need to be kind and caring and attentive towards your kids? Because I did see that child card there, right? Do you need to be more nurturing of your environment around you? You have guaranteed success in something here, though. Is there anything else? Yeah, time for a lighthearted and carefree time. Letting go. Letting those worries and everything become invisible to you. Let Michael come in and cut those worries out of you and take them away from you. Anything else? I'm just going to see if I'm pick up anything else. Anunnaki, you might want to look up that, or what light codes means, or light language. Okay, I'm going to read the book meaning of Lost in Space here. Number 36. And then we'll move on to group 2. Feeling lost, needing direction and focus, a 24-hour day. You may find yourself adrift in this way right now, unable to focus or determine the next step. You might be tired and simply need to regroup and rest. When you lack direction, the first thing to do is to redirect your perspective of time. Also cleansing that root chakra, because when our root chakra is all jumbled up, it causes us to be tired, impatient, irritable, grouchy. Like a newborn baby who needs swaddling to feel safe, you're invited to reduce your life visioning to the next 24 hours. Anyone can handle living in 24-hour compartments, which allows everything to feel grounded and manageable. You get lost in space when you imagine being swallowed up in the giant vastness of the future, with its dark uncertainty, or reflect on how your past has held you captive in a hall of distorted, never-ending mirrors, reminding you of your mistakes and flaws, failures, and losses. Take heart that the simple 24-hour container immediately banishes those two awful eternities away. You will find your energy and focus restored as you recognize that you were never lost at all. Keep it simple. Right now, conserve your energy and take care of you in basic, fundamental ways, and the world will be right again. There it goes, talking about your energy. And that was the book meaning on this card. Talking about nurturing and caring for your energy and time management as well. Okay, group 1, the white elephants. This is all I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me. It's greatly appreciated and helping my channel grow. We can get the messages out. Love and light. Alright, group 2. For those that chose the pretty and pink unicorn. It's so pretty. And the wings, you can't see, they look pink there, but they're actually outlined in gold. Super little cute Christmas ornament. Maybe you were drawn to both groups. So, anyways. Let's see what we got going for you guys. Group 2. Rigid. Vision. Love. 38 and 10. 381. La 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 la. Let's get some more in-depth info here. Not being so rigid. You might feel like you're hitting a wall right now though. Something. Okay, we have the Lord card, but I more feel like this is a journey card because I see him with a walking stick, but he has a horse back here. So it's like he's choosing to walk when he could ride. Okay, so there's something here. You're like maybe hitting an impasse because there's something that's right in front of you that you're not noticing right now. Some sort of vision that's coming into you. Oh my gosh, look. And there he is. He hopped on his horse after he had the vision. Mighty Aphrodite coming in. Something moving towards love for you though. Also, child comes out for love and thought. So maybe you're thinking about having kids. Maybe you're wondering if you were cut out for kids. You could have a passed on significant other or of somebody who passed away, a near and dear friend. Can we get more information on this? Faithfulness. Someone you can trust, someone who is faithful. For some of you, this is, okay, since we've got Aphrodite in love, this is definitely around a relationship. So this is, for some of you, it's romantic. Okay? For others, it's like family and just regular relationship, no romance, right? The person coming towards you, you're going to be able to trust them, okay? And whatever you've gone through thus far has been part of your journey, part of your healing journey. And this is for you to have new visions and to see love in a different way. To break free from those preconditioned notions and those other conditioned beliefs surrounding love, right? Bringing you out of despair. Healing from that previous toxic relationship. There's a gift coming in for you though. What is this gift? Pleasure seekers. So joyful times. A chance to let loose, cut a rug. Soldier on though. You'll be soldiering on. Let's see what these cards are. Don't discount any information you're getting from the thought, child, and faithful card either. Also having trust that your children are going down the path that they're supposed to be going down right now too. Trusting that everything is happening for the best to their ability and that you haven't done anything wrong as their parent or guardian, okay? There was nothing wrong that you did. You didn't raise them the wrong way. You were a great parental figure to the best of your abilities. There's intentionality, protecting the future, and curiosity. So since we got curiosity under love too, and we have that card pleasure seekers. So whenever I see pleasure seekers also, I feel like this could be like, and this has come up several other times in other reads I've done about your sexuality. Maybe you are a single white female who's always looked for single white males, but now you're starting to venture thinking, well, you know, I'd like some new experiences, maybe going into the college experiences again, and to see what it's like to be with somebody of the same sex. Or maybe you're a male who's wondering or becoming a little bi-curious, if you will. I don't even know if that term is correct, but that's what I'm going to use right now. I don't mean to disregard or offend anybody, okay? Especially members of the LGBTQ. Visions of the future. You're being some of you are being shown visions of the future and what is coming for humanity, and some of you are being held in a blind spot, like unable to see the next steps in front of you, unable to see things coming, because the universe is putting you in a position where you have to trust. You're going to have faith and trust that what's coming toward you is for your betterment and your highest good. And it's all in the intentionality, right? If we set the intention that we're going to have a good day tomorrow, I'm going to wake up, it's going to be a great day, it's going to go by fast, you know, work is going to go smoothly, we're not going to have any coworkers call in, or if they do, I'll be able to handle it on my own, you know, looking at it as a positive outcome, expecting a positive outcome the next day, as opposed to, oh man, I'm probably going to be with Susan again, who doesn't like to do her job or help out, and I always have to pick up her slack, it's going to suck. You know, whenever we put that out into the universe, we make it true for us. Unfortunately, we've got the goddess energy coming in, black kitty cat with psychism, number 22, and cloak and camouflage. So, cloaked, yeah, something that you're not seeing is being cloaked and camouflaged right now for you. It's not dark. It could be part of your shadow work too, though. Transcendence in protecting the future. I feel like this card goes over here. Pentacles could be of significance for you. You might start seeing black cats or swans as well. The number 9, 444, 222. You are group 2 as well. Yeah, I mentioned like seeing something for humanity, seeing a vision for the world and what's going to happen with the world. You might be having a lot of downloads here, group 2. If you know, you know. Blackbirds may be of significance to you as well, and the fox spirit animal is coming through. Also, I'm feeling drawn to get out my spirit animal cards and look at the fox one in there, so I'll be right back. Okay. The fox. Adapt to the changes that are happening. It's important and necessary to use all of the life skills you've learned to not get stuck in the rigid thinking patterns or behavior or familiar emotional traps, and if you find yourself there, to get unstuck as soon as you can. Okay, I am reading from a completely different oracle book. I'm not even using this deck right now, right? And it's talking about getting out of the rigid thinking. And we've got visions here. You have to be flexible right now and adapt to the circumstances rather than trying to make the circumstances adapt to you. There are unlimited possibilities as to what can happen next. You can feel much more at ease and unstressed if you allow those possibilities to unfold, adjust your attitude and actions to agree with them, and prepare for your next move by being open and willing to go with it. Stop fighting the way things are or demanding that things change. Life knows what it's doing. Trust that and shift with the continuum, whether it moves slowly or swiftly, and life will be much easier. Also, like asking the angels or whoever to help you see it through the lens of love, help you lead, help you set in the emotion of love or the feeling of love. Shape-shifting, flexibility, cunning, and subtlety. Shape-shifting. And we also have this cloak camouflage here. Intentionality. Like I was saying earlier about if you're thinking negative thoughts of what's going to happen at work the next day, then you're going to be like, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it, right? Here's the fox card. Adapt to the changes that are happening. So there are changes within a career situation that are happening. There are changes within your family dynamics that are happening. And there's changes in, for some of you, relationships, okay? You're releasing and cutting away the illusions. Some situations are happening around you to cut away the illusions. You could be finding yourself moving away from people. People that you are seeing right through. People who are no longer serving your highest good. People who are stuck in certain cynical areas of their life. Let's see what your gifts are. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. We've got transcendence, psychism, so definitely ascending to higher levels of consciousness from the 3D to the 4D, even to the 5D. Orion activation, recreation, renewal, rebirth by light, supernova. There's a song that says something about a champagne supernova. You might want to listen to that. What else we got going here for them? I'm going to pause it for a second and see if there's anything else that needs to come out. So I was just drawn to reach in and pull one of these cards, and I have bouquet, compliments from an admirer, but then I see the stranger card, so you could be attracting a lot of attention, somebody complimenting on how you have your makeup today or what you're wearing, something that's really going to take you back. Just say thank you. Just accept it and say thank you. Taking a vacation physically or mentally, so that's where the transcendence comes from. What's this card? The moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. And that was the book meaning on this one, right? The need to be real. Okay. I actually feel like there's other cards here from that deck, so be real. It's okay to take a breather or feel like you need to take a breather or break. Maybe you're feeling like you need to take a break from the family or the career or the person, and then relaxing here too. Relaxing and go relax but go wild, Leos. There's Leo energy coming through on that. Oh, look, and we've got transformation here too under transcendence. It's a significant transformation that you're fixing to embark upon, because I have the journey card right above that. Is it rainy where you're at? Has it been super rainy? It's initiating something around you. Group 1 had stuff about their energy as well, so maybe you were drawn to both groups. The path. The path is leading you somewhere, right? The only way now is up. The only way out is up. Could be seeing a lot of anchors too. I'm noticing my little background here today. I've got lots of anchors there. We see how the light here is coming off the top of the head. So there's an immense amount of illumination around situations around you as well. You're seeing above everything. You're seeing from a higher perspective. Clearly. You're going to be seeing clearly. Because conclusions are within reach. We have that wall card behind you, so I feel like the conclusions are just right over that wall, and all you're going to have to do is step over it whenever it comes time. It's not an obstacle you're going to have to hurdle. You're just going to lightly step over it because you're going to handle it phenomenally well. There's a dog here, and I don't know if that's a white wolf or another white dog. But anyways, what's the fairy message? Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek, and they say conclusions are at reach. Within reach. I don't know who that is trying to call me, but as soon as I said conclusions are within reach and it's in a book, my phone started ringing. So, happiness is within reach. Dolphins. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Look, the path, the journey, okay? Pleasure seekers. If you're finding yourself not happy, you're very discontent with life, very confused. Well, I feel like there's just a situation that's happening around you that you fully feel like is out of your control. This 12/12 portal and the full moon energies have really shed something. It's really brought something out of the depths. Because we have the vision card. You had some sort of activation on the last moon phase, and now you're starting to see those abilities come to fruition, your spiritual gifts and ascension abilities. Live your bliss and happiness. They are right here. They're literally within your grasp. They're right at your fingertips. They actually come from within, right? There are problems to be resolved, but there's no use in crying over spilled milk, right? And like they said, something is going to come from a book. There's these mushrooms again. Group 1 had a card with these little mushrooms on there. Feathers could be of significance for you, but someone you know is undependable and insincere. So again, removing yourself from these people who are undependable and insincere. Maybe it's those who only reach out whenever they seem to need something, or you're just noticing that it's a really one-sided kind of thing, and you're like, I'm no longer putting any more stuff towards this. By the way, you might be getting visions about your past lives as well. You have plenty of material things right now, group 2. You have everything you need, actually, they say. And then we have getting together with friends, dogs, and then we've got dog here, so paying attention to your animals. We've got 2 dogs here, 2 dogs here, a dog here, lots of dogs here. So maybe you're one who didn't think about ever owning a dog. Maybe that's what you're looking into, what kind of responsibility it entails. You should totally get a dog. They're really fun. We've got birds here as well. So the fox, the dogs, dolphins, birds, horses. Spiritual meaning behind the horse. I feel like you are somebody who kind of always had a notion about sixth sense and ESP and paranormal, but you're always kind of on the fence about it maybe. So now you're starting to get a little more curious about it because a lot of divinely guided ideas are coming to mind for you. It's okay to need to have to relax and take a breather for a little bit. Whenever you finally say, okay, yeah, I need to come back, I need to stop going out, I need to quit spending money on frivolous items, I have enough abundance around me, that's when you're being real with yourself. We've got 2 Cancer cards and Aquarius here, so water and air signs coming in. You might, like I said before, pay attention to those placements in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, so you can get a better idea and the bigger picture. This card wants to come out too. Look, horseshoe. We got horses here too. Good luck. You've got good luck coming towards you. Psychism, the card there too. I forgot about that. And then the goddess, transcendence energy. You might be looking into gods and goddesses, looking up those sort of legends. But there's some kind of psychic ability that has been activated in you. We've got the broom with new home and new attitude. So there's a happy move coming for you as well. Your path is leading you to a new home. Actually, for some of you, if you're quite content in the house you're in, then this is leading to happier and calmer dynamics within the 4 walls of your household. Legal matters. Okay, you're going to be getting a message or see somebody. Maybe there's somebody who stole from you previously who got in trouble for stealing from other people. But legal matters on the way. This could be what you're needing to take a breather on, whether it's a divorce thing going on, custody battle, maybe it's just some other things. I hear like job. The job, maybe someone at your job got caught embezzling, or someone was accused of embezzling. Look, we've got the house card again. Unexpected income coming towards your way. So also traffic violations, traffic tickets. This could be what you're really stressed out about, as previous instances. You could have a potential warrant out as well, because whenever you get a ticket, you get a traffic ticket, and it gives you a court date on that ticket, right? And if you don't show up to court, then they issue a bench warrant. So you might need to go ahead and call and try to make arrangements with that courthouse, okay? Because all they can do is try to work with you, right? And they're more open to work with you and set up plans for payment or whatever anyways. So anything else here for the group 2? What you are surrendering to. You're surrendering the negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. Don't discount any info you got on yourself that I didn't touch on. Okay, group 2? I hope it helped. I hope it made sense. If it did and you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me. It's greatly appreciated in helping my channel grow and getting these messages to those who could benefit from it as well. If you're interested in a more personal, in-depth reading, or you'd like me to try to connect with your passed on loved ones, my contact information is below. Love and light.